Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you on this daily UPSC MCQ series. In the evening these lessons come, and in the morning the Hindu analysis videos they come. So follow these lessons religiously. This compilation is going to be very important. PDF you are getting daily on these Telegram channels and the Facebook group there. So this compilation, keep it with you, and you will thank me later next year, because we are covering all important sources, all important issues, and these questions are totally on the UPSC pattern. So let's start the lesson. 31st August, this month is about to end, and again a month ends, and lesser time will be left. You have to adjust your preparation. You have to meditate about your preparation, actually, that how much control you have on your potential, how much control you have on your timetable, how much sincere you are keeping yourself, and how much possible it is for you people to remain in control, because control is the key in this examination. Control plus consistency. So Pocket News app is trending on Google Play. You can download that. Regarding these courses, description is given below the video, and you can call on these numbers. You can visit the website also. The chat section is available there, and PDF you will get here on this group. Send me a request, I would approve that. And this is the Telegram channel's link where you will find all the information. And you can follow me on Instagram too. First question is regarding Bihar Defense Institute of High Altitude Research. High altitude means it's a hilly region, hilly area, and the region is Ladakh actually. You see, our forces, they stay there in those regions, and those are very unique areas, very difficult terrains. So this institute is sincerely working for forces there, and it was established by DRDO as an important research institution. It is not an autonomous institute under Ministry of Home. So the second statement is wrong and first statement is correct. Recently they organized a Kisan Jawan Vigyan Mela. So that's on a futuristic theme, but Ladakh is in much highlight. It has become a union territory now, so all these details are very important. So the Bihar Institute is by DRDO, not by Ministry of Home. Only one is the answer here. Second statement is wrong. Second, recently which state government had set up a special tiger force for its oldest national park? You see, it is not only the state's national park, it is the India's oldest national park, and that is the Jim Corbett National Park. We all know about that, and it is there in Uttarakhand. So when it was established, then it was Uttar Pradesh, or before that the United Province. But right now it is Uttarakhand there. So Uttarakhand government had set up a special tiger force there, and the answer would be D, none. You see, around 250 tigers are there in that unique national park, so it is also declared as a tiger reserve. So the poaching is a big concern there, and central government has said that there must be a 3-tier protection for the tigers there. It's a kind of a very important species, key species there in the ecological chain. So if it gets extinct, then this whole ecological system of that area, that will be devastated. So the villages which are present on the fringe areas, they are also going to provide some intelligence regarding the poaching and all these people who are a big danger for the big cat. So that would be the 3rd-tier protection, and the first line protection, second line protections are available there. And this government has set up this special tiger protection force. 85 posts will be there, and they will protect the big cat there. So the details are given here in the PDF, and 3-tier protection you must remember. Next, International Day Against Nuclear Tests. Nuclear war, nuclear tests, nuclear details, nuclear conventions, these are the hot topics for this year. And regarding the India-Pakistan situation, a lot of things are going on, a lot of discussions are going on, and these popular media houses of India, they are showing whole trail, whole story of nuclear war, how it is going to impact, what we need to do, and it is all a great story that they are portraying there. But important is that what are the conventions, what are the international agreements there. Antonio Guterres recently talked and raised this issue again of CTBT, the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty, and that is regarding the nuclear weapons. India is not a signatory, and many countries, they have not ratified it. So that's a unique issue, but they are trying always that we sign and ratify this convention also, and all the problematic countries like India, Pakistan, North Korea, they come on board and they ratify this, but that is not possible till now. So International Day Against Nuclear Test, that's a different phenomena. That the day is 29th of August, it is not 6th or 9th August. These are the dates for the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombing. But this issue is related with the 29th of August, and issue is related with Kazakhstan, which was the part of the Soviet Union, and since 1949 till 1989, many hundreds of experiments were done by Soviet Union there, and those were nuclear experiments, and they did not care about the villagers which are residing in those areas. The radiation and all the harmful impacts were there. So to put a ban on those testings, Kazakhstan actually moved this particular proposal in General Assembly in 2009, and it was unanimously adopted. And since 2010, we are actually commemorating this day with the name of International Day Against Nuclear Tests on 29th of August. So this is the issue of Kazakhstan's proposal and International Day Against Nuclear Test that is observed every year since 2010. Okay, you can see the details are given here, and there is a site that is called Semipalatinsk nuclear test site, where all these tests were done for around 40 years. So that was the devastating impact in that region. Next, Pakistan has successfully conducted night training launch of hypersonic surface to surface cruise missile, that is Hath-3 Ghaznavi. Is it correct? You see, Hath-3 Ghaznavi certainly is tested by Pakistan, but it's a important missile there, and we need to be aware about all the activities of the neighbor there, because it's a dangerous neighbor, and many things are extremely sensitive in this phase, and a lot of issues are going on. The Kashmir problem is still going on, and a lot of warmongering is also going on. So Hath-3 Ghaznavi is tested by Pakistan. It is capable of carrying conventional weapons plus nuclear weapons too. So it is a surface to surface missile, but it is not a cruise missile, it is a ballistic missile. There is a difference. Cruise missiles move parallel to the ground. Ballistic missile goes like this, and the range is bigger always for the ballistic missile, and the particular capacity is also huge. But this ballistic missile has a range of only 290 kilometers according to the reports, and it is capable of taking nuclear and conventional both warheads, not weapons, warheads. So the first statement is wrong, because it is not a cruise missile, it's a ballistic missile. Second, as I told you, it is again a wrong statement. So D, none is the answer, and it has recently tested it. India is developing Shaurya missiles version for the response of this Hath-3 Ghaznavi missile. Next, WTO's famous green, amber and blue boxes, they are related with what? You see, many times we hear the issue of WTO's trade and patents, intellectual property issues and agricultural issues and all. India's biggest issue is the agriculture subsidy issue, and whenever these issues are discussed, then the green box, amber box, blue box, S&D box, these are also discussed on the sidelines of it. So these boxes are actually related with the agricultural subsidies, and that's the most important issue in WTO's main component. So B is the answer here, and green box talks about the subsidies or the supports given by governments which are non-distorting, and amber and blue box, they are in a way distorting, but the conditions are applied in their specific ways, and S&D box is there for the developing countries where some exemptions are given. So you can see there is no red box, and there is amber box, blue box, there is green box, and there is a specific S&D box. Details are given here. They may ask you many details here, and this was asked in 2016 Prelims examination by UPSC. So blue box, amber box, green box, and development or the S&D box. Next, Union Cabinet has given ex post facto approval for the establishment of an international coalition for disaster resilient infrastructure, CDRA, Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. That's a very much needed and important issue. And you see, India is leading in these areas, and many things in the past we have launched, we have discussed, we have proposed, and in the same series, this is an important announcement. And you see, the secretariat is going to be there in New Delhi. So that's the most important thing. But it is not going to be launched on 2nd of October. This is going to be launched next month, September 23, in New York, where this climate action summit is going to happen. So that's an important detail, and it will be established as a registered society according to the Societies Registration Act of 1860. So that's an important detail. First is correct, second is wrong. Only one is the answer here. You can see New York, USA, the UN Climate Action Summit is going to happen, and the 23rd of September 2019 we will announce this issue, and the Secretariat office will be there in New Delhi, and the ex post facto approval is given there for 13th of August 2019. So CDRI and office is there in New Delhi. Now you see, as it is going to be established as a registered society, so the bylaws and all these memorandum of associations and all these will be prepared and finalized by NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority, and all the discussion, all the important suggestions will be taken by the member countries there. So that's important. India is going to provide 480 crore rupees for this CDRI corpus, which is required there. Okay, next. Union Ministry of Home has launched a biometric seafarer identity document, BSID. They may ask you directly about the BSID, that what is BSID. You see, it's a unique thing because we signed a International Labour Organization Convention in 2015, and according to the provisions of it, we had proposed and discussed this issue, and we showed this exhibition to ILO also, that there will be a seafarer's identity, because many times there are many people, merchant navy people, other people who uses a sea route for many travels, and trade is also going on. So this identity, which is based on biometric features like the iris and other important data, so based on those important and unique identity issues, we have launched this biometric seafarer identity document, and it is according to the convention, and we have become the first country to issue it. So that's the most important thing. Second is correct, first is wrong. Why? Because it is not the Union Ministry of Home, it is actually Ministry of Shipping which has launched this BSID. So this answer is only 2, 1 is wrong. Always remember, these ministries are very confusing, and always put specific focus on this issue. India becomes the first facial biometric based ID issuing country. You can see around 15,000 per year they are gonna issue these IDs and all. And this is the convention number 185 of the ILO, where we signed it in October 15. So that's the important detail. Next, according to official reports, how much percentage land of India's total geographical area? How much geographical area India has? I think 32,87,263 kilometers. So how much percentage of it is degraded, means there is no agriculture possible, and it is all a barren land? So how much it is? And recently we announced that from 2021 till 2030 we are gonna redevelop 50 lakh hectare land, and we will make it useful for agriculture and for forestry purposes. So that's a greatest announcement we have done in recent past, and we know that the UNCCD, the important convention which was established after the Earth Summit, that is the only legally binding summit regarding the desertification and the other land issues. So for that, the Conference of Parties 14 COP14 summit is going to happen in India, in Greater Noida in September month, and it is a 12-day event. But the important issue that we are going to discuss here, that India's how much percentage land is degraded now. So that is 29%. Around 1/3 of the land of this country that is degraded, and nothing is possible there. This is all a barren land. So that's a huge concern there. And this UNCCD was established in December 1996, only legally binding international agreement to address problem of land degradation, desertification and land issues. Okay, we became a signatory there in October 1994 and ratified it in December 1996. These details are going to be very, very important this year. Remember that. They have asked question regarding UNCCD before also, and this year it is going to happen in India. So for sure many questions will come. Next, Konar River rises from Chota Nagpur Plateau. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. You see, Chota Nagpur Plateau is famous for its radial drainage. Means from a higher area, all the rivers are flowing in all the direction. Okay, so it's a radial drainage. So it's a very famous one, famous geography question. And why this issue is important? Because Konar River was an important issue in the DVC, Damodar Valley Corporation's first phase. And Konar Dam was created. Now recently they had been developing the Konar river's important canal, and for irrigation purposes this issue is going on for the last 42 years. Means 1978 they started working on a canal there, and day before yesterday it was launched by the chief minister there in Jharkhand, and within 16 hours this whole canal that got washed away. And the funniest thing about it, or you may say the most serious thing about this, that where they have put the blame, they said that rodents, means the rats caused this huge damage there. It is not their problem of ignorance or the engineers issue and the planning issue and the main construction issue. There is no corruption involved. It is the rats who created holes in that canal, and that's why it was all damaged. So that's a great thing. You see, when it was started, it was the state of Bihar, the same state where police department said that crores of rupees of liquor that was consumed by rats, and that was really a greatest thing. Means they are not rats, they are something really something huge alien type rats, because normal rats cannot do these kind of things, but they have put these blames. So that's interesting. So it's not a tributary of Mahanadi, it's a tributary of Damodar. Okay, Damodar river, which is sorrow of Bengal. So this is a tributary of Damodar. Second statement is wrong, first is correct. Only one is the answer here, and you can see the problem caused by rats here. That's shocking. Okay, so this is all, and we will meet again tomorrow. These kind of issues are extremely important. Please think about those things. Means 42 years they took, and cost was 2500 crore rupees, and rats devastated this issue, and it got washed away within 16 hours. 42 hours to complete it, 16 hours to see it devastating. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit Sen.